I think because I don't like graphic gore, there were a couple parts where I had to like shut my ears and my eyes.
Yeah, but not a lot.
Not a lot. It ended up being pretty good. Cameron Diaz, I think she did an amazing job. You look at Cameron Diaz from like Charlie's Angels and the Cameron Diaz that's in this movie, and it's like two different actresses.
Well, this was the first movie I've ever seen where I totally believed that she was a serious actress.
Yeah.
That she just didn't have that goofy, I'm Cameron Diaz. And even if I'm trying to be in a serious movie, I still have a little bit of...
Right.
You know,
she was
freaking
hardcore. So I'm going to say 3.5 pillowcases out of 5.
Okay, I'll do that. And there was a movie that I went to see last week called Nebraska.
Go Huskers!
Go Huskers. You did not want to go see the movie.
Right.
I said, let's go see this movie. It's about a guy that thinks he's won the $1 million lottery. And you said, no, I don't think that's my kind of movie.
Not my kind of movie.
So you did not go.
Right, and I'm okay with that.
But it was probably one of the best movies I've seen in quite a while. Mm-hmm. It's done by the same guy, Alexander Payne, who did The Descendants with Clooney. And Bruce Dern is just great in this movie.
And he's the actor.
He's the actor. Laura Dern's dad, if anybody's trying to figure out who he is.
I don't know who Laura Dern is.
Oh, my God! If I had time, I would Google and send you a picture. But
what has she been in that I might
Jurassic
know?
Park.
That was a long time ago. I don't remember. I remember the dinosaurs.
She's been in a whole lot of stuff.
Okay.
I think at one point she was even dating Brad Pitt.
That was probably long before I knew who Brad Pitt was.
But, okay, the movie Nebraska, I have to say it was really, really good.
How many pillowcases?
I'm going to give it 5 out of 5.
Whoa.
I liked everything about the movie.
Cow.
But then I was talking to Robert Dinnerstein, who is the movie reviewer for the Denver paper, and he goes, "It was all right, And he goes, "Did you like it?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, of course you did." I don't know what that means, but I don't think he liked. I don't think he liked it as much as I did. But I really everything about it. Being shot in black and white in Nebraska, you felt like this is really small town, which it was supposed to be.
Which is Nebraska. There aren't a lot of big towns in Nebraska.
So that's my recommendation. Was there another movie that we
did? Can we talk about it yet?
Which one was that?
The movie that we saw.
You can say the name of it.
Had Bob Dylan at the end.
Oh no, we cannot.
Okay.
We cannot do that one yet.
Okay. See, I don't keep track of that stuff, so I don't talk about it until you give me the big green light.
It's that's Inside Llewyn Davis. That's the new Coen brothers movie. We saw the previews, but as you know, legally we cannot review movies until they come out, and that is not out yet. But we saw something else that I thought.
No, you saw another one.
I saw like 4 movies.
I know.
Week. I'm very
You're
confused.
a movie crazy guy.
I don't have my notes in front of me, but we got one review in there, and I'll send it to the company.
You know what kind of movies are going to be banned in the UK? Porn. Porns. They're going to be blocked, according to the Prime Minister. But porns that depict rape, they're going to become illegal.
I thought it was all porn. They've narrowed it down now?
I don't know.
Is this just for
Most households in the UK will have pornography blocked by their internet provider unless they choose to receive it. So you can choose to receive it. But the Prime Minister said possessing online pornography depicting rape would become illegal. So that will be blocked and banned.
Okay, that will be illegal.
But pornography itself will be blocked unless you choose to subscribe to it. Mm-hmm. So I was right when I first said it.
Right. So what do you think? Is that Big Brother saying?
I think it'll help probably the families and stuff, because pornography can be a real bad addiction and can tear families apart.
Well, it hasn't bothered you that much.
I don't look at pornography.
You have food porn issues.
Me? You're the one that's tweeting about it at 2 a.m. I'm sleeping and my phone's lighting up. I love food porn. I'm like, what the heck is he talking about?
Well, I was looking through Instagram and I noticed how many people, everybody's pictures are food these days.
There's a lot of food pictures.
There's a lot of food porn. Just pictures of the food or what they're about to cook or what they're eating or And I was like, I enjoy it.
People post the darndest things.
But I enjoy the food pictures. I guess I am a food porn addict because I will look at it and think, where is that? I should try that.
You should get that checked.
You know?
You need to go to a psychologist.
Is there like a 12-step meeting for
food porn? Food porn.
I can't hardly say
food porn.
Food porn. I got food porn if you feel.
You're so cute when you're retarded.
Yeah, we got food porn, you cheese. Oh, speaking of which, remember the other day I posted that picture on Facebook of the belt, picture of a belt?
Yes.
And it said the original ADD medicine.
Right. Did you find out who reported you?
No, I did not find out, but I just thought...
Somebody
reported me to AOL for that being
AOL.
Offended... AOL. Facebook.
Welcome to 2013, babe.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go on MySpace later. On Facebook. Somebody reported that picture. Now, what could they have possibly have found that was like...
Because those super sensitive people out there that think that spanking your child with a belt is beating them. And you're alluding to the fact that that's
worked.
okay.
I'm alluding to the fact it worked. And it is okay.
I got spanked by a belt. I'm alive and happy.
And I just think it's funny how many people are ignorant to the fact that it is not illegal. Because I put underneath it, somebody go, yeah, the good old days before it was illegal.
Well,
and
it's not
illegal.
It's not technically illegal.
But you might be investigated.
If you were in your front yard, you spanked your kid with a belt, and 5 people saw it, 5 people are going to call social services.
It's such bullshit, too. It drives me crazy.
I understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to get you worked up.
That's okay.
That's for remasculate.
No, it's not. This is
I don't like talk. When you get all...
Well, that's why sometimes our podcast will end up like this. We have to put some energy into this. Get some passion into it. What do you think?
I agree that it's not wrong.
Okay.
It's not illegal. It does help children. I was talking to my brother and his wife about... Did I already talk about this on this podcast? I
don't remember.
About my nephew who was misbehaving in school. And I asked what they were doing to correct it. And they said they were telling him it was unacceptable. I'm like, what?
It's unacceptable?
It's unacceptable to misbehave. I'm like, you're not, like, grounding him. You're not taking away his $80 video game. You're not, like, spanking him.
You're not teaching him anything?
Right. But...
Well, as you and I heard the other night, I was sort of amazed but not surprised. We were listening to the Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew show on the podcast. And when Dr. Drew was talking about how people that don't discipline their kids or allow them to act up, or it's because he said that their frontal lobe, children's frontal lobes are not developed.
Right. And I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
And so they're relying on the adult who has the developed frontal lobe to...
Teach them to make the decisions for them because they don't understand.
But all these parents are like, well, let them paint their own path. Let them, just make their own decisions. And
they're not little people. That's the thing that drives me. Like people, they're just little people. They need to be. They need their own space, and they really don't.
They don't.
They're misguided little animals until you put them on the right path. When a baby is born, I don't think people even think about this much. When a baby is born, it knows nothing. It knows nothing. Nothing.
And I didn't realize that until recently when I was educated. I thought, I know animals and people are different, but when a kitten is born, I've seen this happen a lot throughout my life, they kind of gravitate and start, feeding off their mother.
Right. Or like the kangaroo that comes out and crawls into the pouch because it knows nature says
this. You put a kitten in a litter box, 9 times out of 10, they're going to get that they have to go to the bathroom there. That's what happened to Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear didn't have a mother to teach her that. And so I think maybe a lot of people think that that's how babies are, but they're not. They're a blank slate.
Yeah. It's like getting a computer out of the box without an operating system. And it's your job as a parent.
You taught me that. You have to teach a baby to breastfeed.
Right.
I had no idea until last week.
They want to. They want to eat.
But some babies
have to know that you have to, move it or put... pinch their cheeks to make them feel like they're making a sucking noise. You have to help them along. But a lot of animals are like that, too. I mean, there's some things that, like a cow is born, you've got to help them clean out their throat. I
didn't know that.
So, but people don't think about the fact that you have to teach this child to be a responsible adult.
Right. And I think a lot of, like, I think doctors should stand up for that, and stop the wussification of America. Be like, hey, because, like, you and I didn't know about the whole frontal lobe thing.
No, I knew that there was a reason that parents were.
You needed to parent.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, that's how you need. That's what parents are for. You teach them right or wrong. You guide them. You teach them language. You have to use the proper grammar around them. You have to, teach them. But to hear them talking the other night and have Dr. Drew say, this is a documented fact that their frontal lobes are not developed until a certain age, which I can't remember the age.
I don't think
Google
he said.
Bitches, but
Yeah. But that was very interesting. So if you're a parent out there, stop letting your kids get away with murder thinking you're letting them create their own destiny. You got to kind of create their destiny for them until they get old enough to...
And we wonder why games like Knockout are going around now.
What is the game of Knockout?
Knockout, thanks for asking, Janet. Knockout is where... roaming gangs of urban...
They're not even gangs. They're just roaming groups of adolescents.
Yes, teenagers.
They don't have to be in a gang. They're just stupid kids.
Come up and knock you out.
They just want to... The goal is to knock someone
you
out.
With one punch.
Punch.
That is the goal. And I don't know if you saw... There have been several more reported. Since that story I showed you a week or so ago...
It was a week ago.
Several more have been reported. And part of this article that I read is that they weren't reporting it because it's mostly minority kids doing it.
Well, they're minors, too.
Yeah. And so this hasn't been reported well. So now that it's come out, all these people are coming forward with their own pictures of, like, black eyes and bruises and scars. And these people are just going, happened to me. So it's getting bigger than...
Has there been more than one death that you know of?
Not that I know of.
There was one homeless man that was knocked out, hit his head on the curb, and
that's what broke the big story. But there were some pictures today.
People are talking about it. My girls at work were talking about it, and I'm like, "Yeah, Steve was just telling me about it." Mm-hmm. They're like, "What is it?" And
one Asian lady was going to have facial reconstruction from it. She got hit and fell and bashed her head. It's horrible. And where are those kids? Where are those kids' parents? But that's.
Yeah.
They haven't taught them respect or life or respect for life or property or
right. It's so sad.
Because remember that one video we saw, that one girl's, well, you're just supposed to knock them out and take their stuff.
Yeah.
That's the game of knockout.
I was talking to some parents that didn't know what Snapchat was. You know what Snapchat is?
Yeah, that's the photo app that the creators turned down $3 billion.
Yeah, that's what you want to focus on. Well, they have come out and said that they created it in order to make, like, sexting easier.
What?
Yeah, like, they could send a picture to their girlfriend, and she looks at it, and after 10 seconds, it's deleted, both from the sender and the receiver. So that's how Snapchat is. These pictures that are being sent back and forth, they're gone forever. I have tried doing a screenshot, and it will not work.
So what are you're Snapchatting?
No, baby. No, I'm not. No.
Sticking? What are you?
So I was talking to these parents about it, and my friends and I do it. It's mainly my girlfriends.
I know, but more and more people they use it. Just
it's getting popular.
I know a couple
more
of radio
pictures are done through Snapchat each day than Facebook.
Right.
There's 400 million a day.
Well, I know several radio stations that use them as promo. Use Snapchat as promo.
Yeah.
They'll use like coming up next. They send out the Snapchat.
Yeah, but imagine one of the people I was talking to. They have a 14-year-old granddaughter, and they're like, "Oh, well, my granddaughter has Snapchat. Well, hopefully she's just using it between her girlfriends. But what if she's not? I have another friend whose 16-year-old son is about to be a dad, and they found sexting pictures 2 years ago when he was 14.
And they probably
imagine if he was using Snapchat and they would not have found it. There would have been no inclination.
Well, let's go back to the fact that probably went to they should be knowing what he was going on and not letting him create his own little.
The problem is it's a divorced family. The mother is not the good parent, doesn't parent, and the father only has so much control.
Yeah.
But the Snapchat needs to be addressed, I think.
In what way? I think the Snapchat is not the problem. The problem